Hey guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review, and we are off finally. Well, we've been there a couple of times already, but we're off to the Iberian Peninsula, and more importantly, we are headed over to Barcelona, which I've been to a few times, and that's about it. There's actually a nice article by Pete Brown about Barcelona itself, but it doesn't talk about Barcelona as in the brewery. And this is the first of two beers that I have in the box. I hope I've got it in the box. The other one is a darker one. And this is, it says Barcelona there, if it will focus. There we go, Barcelona. And all it says is premium lager beer. So I don't know what they would say if they said lager is something different to beer, but you know, who knows? It's 4% on the ABV. It's a small can, obviously. We have got some oats in there, and we've got Pilsner malt. So I don't know, does that count as wheat? I guess I don't think it does, but it kind of has the same effect as kind of wheat. And what's the other one? Carapils is the other one in there, and it's a single hopped beer, which is cool. Should turn that around again. I quite like this sort of weird tile kind of mosaicy thing going around the side. I don't know why it says that big Barcelona thing in the middle, because obviously it's Barcelona Brewing Co. Yeah, single hop, and the hops are tradition hops, which is interesting. Tap, tap, tap on the top. So hopefully this is a good lager. This has been in the fridge for a good few days, probably up to a week now, because I've, as I said previously, I've kind of been out of the picture for a little bit of time, purely, oh, bit of fizz came out the top, purely because of visits to hospitals and all that kind of stuff. I don't really want to go into that too much, but feel sorry for me, dear viewer. Right, let's go for a bit of a pour. I think this is going to be reasonably carbonated, judging on the explosion. Or maybe it was just a full can. That's the other reason, perhaps. Yeah, it doesn't look too overcarbed. Boom, nice. Look at that nice fingers head, lovely white head. Right, let's get a nice photo. Barcelona. And a cheeky grin. Okay, so looking at that lovely colour, it is a bit hazy. And well, there's two reasons. Obviously, it's chilled, so potentially chill haze, but you can see a little bit through there. But this is what happens with the Pilsner malt, believe it or not, unless you do fining. And craft breweries, I've said it before and I'll say it again, can't be bothered with lagering, as in the proper way of lagering, to get rid of haze from a beer. It's an ancient tradition, but what it takes is time. And unfortunately, time is money. And some breweries, I'm not saying, you know, Barcelona Brewing Co. are totally responsible for this, but there's thousands of companies who think they're brewing lager, but they're not doing a very good job. So I call it as I see it, dear viewer, and that is definitely a little bit too hazy for me. Especially, they haven't called it a Pilsner. Yeah, they've just called it a German. No, they've called it a German style Pilsner. Sorry, I read it on the screen there. So yeah, unfortunately, with Pilsners, you need them to be nice and clear. Lovely aroma. Maybe this has got a bit of dry hopping in as well. Perhaps that's why it's a little bit hazy. Lemon drop. I don't know tradition hops that well. I think I've had it before. But yeah, it's giving that kind of noble type, type hop, especially on the aroma so far. I'm assuming it's going to follow through. Pilsner. I'm not really a lager man, but Pilsner, especially a Bohemian Pilsner, a Czech one, is really good. German ones, they are what they are. But hey, let's see what we get. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If I'm entertaining you, we're about 5 minutes in so far, so you're here. Hopefully, if you're not here, then you won't hear this message. But think about subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Click like on the video while I take my first sip. Cheers and beers. Oh, actually, taste-wise, this does taste like a Bohemian style Pilsner. Nice and smooth. The bittering, a little bit of kind of haziness, a little bit of kind of chalkiness in the taste as well. It's not as clean and crisp. Perhaps that's because of the haze in the beer itself. Don't know. But it's lovely and smooth, tiny little bit creamy. Things are kind of merging together a little bit too much for me. I like to have yeah, that kind of biscuity, malty kind of thing. Yeah, I know a Bohemian style beer is meant to have that smoothness, which this one does have. So well done. But the hops are merging a little bit too much into the malts, and as a result, I'm not really getting either one kind of high up. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, a bit of a kind of a mix together, like hazy beers in general are, in my opinion. Yeah, they did say there were oats in there, didn't they? So I'm going to take back what I said about the Pilsner malt. It's the oats that is what is doing this kind of stuff. Um, Head retention looks pretty good. It's still around. There's still a little bit of head. Obviously, it's not following it down as a solid one finger head. We're looking at a kind of fingernails width head now, but I'm quite impressed with that in a lager. And I'm sure that's the addition of the oats too. I got a bit fixated there with the Pilsner malt, but I forgot it had oats in it. So yeah, I'm imagining that's what's giving the creaminess, and that's potentially what is also giving a little bit of that kind of that clarity problem that we have in this particular beer. Oh, wow, good amount of carbonation in the beer itself. Um, as we all well know, we should do if you listen to my videos, when you chill a beer down, and lager should be served chilled, um, the carbon dioxide gets uh, what do you call it? Gets sucked in. There's a proper name, but I can't remember. Still having a bit of a fog in my brain from these treatments I've had over the weekend. Um, yeah, it's reuptaken. I don't know. Reabsorbed, that's the word, into the liquid. So you crack it open and you look at it and you go, oh, it doesn't look that fizzy. Um, but when you drink and it warms up, especially when it warms in your stomach, and you can tell your other halves this. That's the reason why beer a lot of the time makes you burp, because people tend to serve beer on the chilled side, especially lagers. Um, Hits your stomach, warms up, and then obviously carbon dioxide comes out because it's warm, effervesces, burp, and it comes out. So I do apologise, but when you've drunk enough beer, like I have, well over 3,000 reviewed beers, yeah, absolutely crazy. Right, let's finish this off, and you guys can get on your way. Oh, not bad, but not a perfect example of a Bohemian style Pilsner, but not too bad from Barcelona. And if I saw this, if I was in Barcelona, because I've been there a few times, I would definitely buy this beer. the brandings, I don't know, the brandings, I like this tile thing, but the branding's a little bit off for me too. Bit strange, but never mind. Guys, this has been Uncle Jonah. It's the first one back, kind of, if that makes sense. And yeah, I will be doing more beer reviews, and they'll be coming up. They'll be coming up real soon.